Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are and what time you're watching this. Welcome back to Talks with Tavious, episode number 3. First of all, I just start off with saying that I told you guys I was going to try to be more consistent, and this is me being more consistent. I'm currently making this on July 3rd, so tomorrow's the 4th of July, but I work, so I can't really do anything about that. But let's just get started right away. First thing I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to pause. One thing I notice is that when I'm recording, I don't look at the camera. Like right now, I'm looking at the camera. But like when I record, I tend to look off away from the camera, then I look at myself. And there's sometimes where I can see in my nose, and it irks the living shnikes out of me. But you know what? We're gonna have to live, and we're gonna have to deal with it. So that's out of the way. All right. Now the first thing I have, because I have my notepad of topics I want to talk about, because I can't stay on track to save my life. Is it's not really something that's important, I guess. It's just interesting. So if anyone knows me, they know I don't really check notifications. Like when I wake up in the morning, like I'll look to see what notifications I have, and then after looking at it, I completely forget about it. So I'll go almost all day without texting someone because I just forget about it and don't really care. Not trying to say that in a mean way, but I just like don't care to really respond, I guess. So I obviously don't like my notifications. And I went on YouTube because I got an email and I didn't know what it was for. I got an email from YouTube and I went on YouTube and then I was looking at my analytics, which is a completely separate. This is freaking English. It is a complete and separate app. Excuse me. That shows you all your YouTube analytics. And I went on there and I said I had gotten 2 comments, and then I think it was actually. Let me go ahead and show you exactly what I'm looking at. All right, so I'm on YouTube, and then I'll go to my story. Sorry, not my story. My channel, view channel, and then like it'll hopefully load. Maybe. Oh, I'm already there. That's why. So then go to manage videos. Right, any day. Ah, perfecto. Then I go to analytics, and then this shows me everything I need to know. Granted, I'm pretty sure all you guys know this, but the reason why I wanted to come on here is because I want to talk about this. Okay, did not pay attention at all. Like I had this notification for at least a week, and I didn't pay attention to it at all. That I had actually had 50 subscribers, because I can remember the last time I actually had anyone subscribed. Actually, so I mean, I guess, yay. It's not really much of a thing for me. I guess this is, like I said, it's not more. It's not a fame thing. It's really not. It's just more something fun to do. So, I mean, yay for 50 subscribers and all that jazz, but that's not what we're here for. But since we're on here, let's see a little bit of analytics. So, I posted this video 7 days and 8 hours ago, which was episode number 2. Duration, average view duration. All right. Okay, I don't know why I still have this video right here. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly should just delete it. There's like, you know what? We're gonna make sure I'm gonna delete it. So we're gonna figure this out together. Because there's no need. There really is no need for this video to be here. This is from 4 years ago. This was, yeah, 2021. So it was 3 years ago. Yeah, I think it was 3 years ago. It's fine. Okay, can we stop with the freaking buttons? Right, let's go dashboard. Ah, my salt. Oh, yeah. So I wanna clarify this comment right here. So during the basketball season, when I actually decided I was gonna start doing this and actually made the first few videos, me and Gavin, when we would go to girls' basketball games, because we managed, we'd have a salt and pepper video, and for some reason there was one time we were recording and I found out that we weren't even recording. In fact, my camera wasn't even on because all my recording I do through my phone, except for one video on there was through my computer, but all my stuff I do through my phone. And I found out I was not recording, and then for some reason, all the other videos that I had, I have no clue where they are. They're not in my. Actually, I think I need to check Google Photos. They might be in there. I will get back to you guys on that. But I just couldn't find any of the videos. But yeah, so the reason why I says Love It Pepper is because that's me and Gavin's pot. That's like when me and Gavin do the podcast. It's the Salt and Pepper podcast. So, obviously I'm the pepper. He's the salt. Like, there's nothing more to it. Um, I'm already off topic. All right, so let's just get rid of this video really quick. Yes. Delete forever. Bingo. Perfect. So yeah, that's just thanks for 50 subscribers, I guess. So yeah. One thing I want to talk about while I'm on here is uh I've been watching the You Should Know podcast, which is these two right here, Sam and Cam, and I've been thinking, should I get a co-host? But the only objection I have to that is, one, who would be my co-host, and two, should I even get one, or should I just like interview people? I guess I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I need to figure that out. Another thing I want to talk about is I'm actually getting a new mic. So this right here is a mic I will be getting. This is the uh, third mic I will go through this year. The one in front of me is a Heyday one that I got from Target. I was planning on getting another Heyday one just in case I ended up interviewing someone, but I was like, how about I just get another mic and then this one will be my guest one, I guess. Or this one might be my main one depending on how good this one is. But yeah, this is the mic I'm getting. It's only $19.99. I already ordered it. It should be here by Friday, I believe it said. Yeah, Friday. But yeah, it actually looks durable, I guess. I'm not really much of a fan of the color. I guess. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have color, but like, I'm not really sure if that's gonna be my main focus or priority. Um. So yeah, I also want to talk about. I'm very serious about doing Talks to Tavious because if I go into my TikTok um shopping cart, which is blasphemy, I have saved in there three different mics with stands, and then I have two cameras in there that I kind of want to buy. It's like the 4K cameras that like they talk about on TikTok. They're like, oh, buy this. It has great quality for pictures and recording, and like it just automatically Bluetooth connects to your phone. So I have that saved up in my TikTok cart. So that's most likely gonna be a thing. Um, so I guess we'll wait and see how that goes. All right, next topic. Um, so a few weeks ago, I found out I found out what kind of dorm I have for college since I'm going to college in Mankato. Speaking of repping that merch, I'm going to college in Mankato. And when I told people about it at first, I was like, oh my God, I don't want it. I honestly, if I'm being realistic, I still don't want one roommate. And then when I found out what dorm I have, they gave me three roommates. And at first I was complaining about it. But I was like, don't get me wrong, I want one roommate. But then you give me three. Now I wish I only had one roommate. But honestly, I think I'm gonna just let it be, go into it with an open mind and just see how it goes. I already texted two of them, they seem very nice. The third one still hasn't responded to me. But, like I said, we'll see where it goes. And yeah, I will say one thing that I'm confused is so it's a three bedroom like apartment because that's where we're staying because there's four of us, including me, that makes four of us. So it's a three-bedroom apartment and technically it's considered off campus, but the college owns it, which is why we're there. But the thing is, if there's three beds and there's four of us, what two people are gonna have their own room? Because I think I should get my own room. That's just me though, and I actually might get my own room because I move in one day earlier compared to everybody else. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Um, Side note: if you notice that the camera gets wobbly, like, um, It's because for some reason, it is. So this is literally my setup. Okay, so I have a white. Actually, it's better if I show you. Um, mine. This is all messy. So it's this, and then this, and then I have my my phone sitting right here on a tripod that is connected to. So that is my setup. But for some reason, oh dear lord. Okay, but for some reason, this desk has always been so wobbly since the day I got it, and I don't know why, but it really gets my nerves sometimes. So yeah, I don't know. It's just really getting on my nerves. Anyway, on to the next topic. Um, One thing I noticed I didn't do is at the beginning of the video, I didn't say Pete Blue Matte in the back. Blue Matte is currently dying. And it's my fault. Not gonna lie, I haven't been watering her like I used to. Like I used to water. Well, I didn't even used to water her. I would change her water every day, and not gonna lie, I haven't done that in a while. So she's starting to die. So like if you were to look at her, she's starting to have brown on petals, and then right in the middle is starting to brown up. So let's hope I can nurse Bloomet back to life, and if not, I guess I'm going to get another flower. I guess. So send prayers for Bloomet. Speaking of prayers, I think I said in the last video in July I'm going on a mission trip, and I was talking about I might be able to bring my camera and take pictures and record. That's not happening. Um, my pastor finally got back to me on that subject, and it's just not happening. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're like, I won't be able to take pictures, but because for these mission trips, we're not allowed to bring our phones, and most churches do that. You're not allowed to bring your phones. So, like, I also have pictures, but it won't be from my phone. It'll be from adults' phones because we all use Photo Circle to upload pictures that we took from the mission trip onto there. So that's the whole shebang. I just won't have any recordings or pictures of my own to share, I guess. So there's that. Um, Next thing I want to talk about is I want to say it's called Real Shio, but I was on TikTok the other day and I was scrolling, just scrolling like any normal person does. And there's this ad. It's like Real Shio. It's like say this, this, and this at this, and this time to get back with your ex. Like, if any of you guys remember, I once posted on my story. I said, if your ex snaps you, texts you out of the blue, talking about how they're sad or depressed or they're just like really need someone, okay, it's okay to talk to them, but just know majority of the time there's an intention behind it, and that intention is to get your attention and possibly for another relationship to come out of it, like round two, as I like to say. So just be careful out there, kids. Be careful, because some relationships aren't just meant to last, or go for round two. Like for me, the last person I was dating, we broke up in November, right? She was a foreign exchange student, so it was great while she was here, and then she moved, and then communication didn't quite work out. That's on me because I didn't remember when I talk to someone. I'm not a phone type person, which is why I also don't like notifications. Like if I'm talking to someone, I would rather talk face to face instead of like over phone. And for me and my ex girlfriend, it was kind of hard because when she left to go back to Germany, that's all we could do. And I would always want to FaceTime, and she couldn't do that because we're on a 7 hour time difference. And ultimately, the relationship just didn't work out. And that was my fault. Now, would I love to get my round two? Yes, I would love to get my round two. I love her to death. She's by far one of the best things ever happened to me. But I understand and I respect the fact that she doesn't want that. And that is what it is. There's a reason why it ended. Unfortunately, it was my fault. But sometimes people just need to learn things end. And sometimes you have to move on. As much as you don't want to, because trust me, I don't want to move on. She's coming to visit in this month. She's coming to visit when I'm gone on a mission trip. And I don't and I want to rekindle what we had, but I want to respect her, so I'm not gonna try and do that. So, long story short, be careful when you're talking to your exes, because some majority of the time there's always an intention out of it. They're always trying to, trying to feng shui back into that relationship that you once had. But you need to remember what happened in the relationship, why it happened, and if you're really actually willing to go there. So that's enough on that. And then the last topic I want to talk about is today I went to have breakfast with some people from church, and something that got brought up that I think that people need to understand is the man spread. Okay, for me, I'm a bigger guy. I'm 280 something. So, like when I sit, it is natural for my legs to be this. My legs. It's natural for my legs to be like this when I'm sitting. Okay, I don't know why. The man spread is a natural thing. I don't get why people complain. Well, I understand why people complain about it. But like, come on. Like, I'm a bigger guy, which means I need more space, especially for my legs. Okay, I got long legs. I may be short compared to most people nowadays, but believe me, back in the day, I used to be tall, and I still have somewhat long legs. So I need space. Okay, and I know I'm taking up too much space, but I don't care. The man spread is something that it's just I don't know how to explain it. It's just like it's just space that we need for our legs. Okay, we have long legs. We can't be sitting like this, cramped up in the car for 13 hours on end. I'm gonna need a little room to spread my legs and maybe even stretch out my leg if I can. But yeah. So anyway, um, that's all I want to talk about today. Um, just a recap, I guess. Thanks for 50 subscribers. Be careful when it comes to talking to your exes. Again, getting a new mic. I gotta stop saying oh my, I can't say what was, oh, getting a new mic. My roommates, and one last thing actually. So when I when I go to college, okay, my plan is to go to college, do all my pre med because I'm in kid to do pre med, and then you actually have to make an application. Well, technically not make an application. You have to take a TEAS test, and then based off that test, then you make an application to actually get into the nursing program. So like I have classes, I have pre med classes, and then I actually have to apply for the nursing program. Anyway, if I graduate on time and I get done with my nursing degree, I actually plan on moving to France. And for anyone who knows, I want to be a traveling nurse. And I still want to do that. Thing is, I just want to, be a nurse completely out of somewhere I don't know. And it's honestly a dumb decision now that I think about it, to go to a country where you don't know the language and do a job. But that's what I want to do. Like I am not even kidding. I have already been looking at like for apartments and stuff like that in France. So that's something serious I'm really about. But anyway, that was the last thing. Thanks for watching Talks with Tavious episode number 3. And I will see you guys in the next videos. Adios.